Oh my god, thank you, Ryan Reynolds. You made my Valentine's Day. I'm gonna need to apologize to my girlfriend now. I know I'm a little late on this one with work and Valentine's Day, but whatever, I want to talk about Deadpool. If you're a fan of Deadpool, you've already seen the movie, and there are a lot of fans of Deadpool now. It's almost an epidemic, kind of like the Harley Quinn epidemic, where they're too saturated now and they're too popular, so they're everywhere. I mean, they even share the same color scheme. It's actually a coincidence. Even if he is super popular, that's a good thing. I mean, we're getting a movie in his prime. It's funny how Deadpool, the Deathstroke parody, got a Deadpool movie before Deathstroke did. Now, if you don't know who Deadpool is, look it up. I mean, if you're watching this, you got the internet, so just Google it. But what we'll tell you is he's a mutant, he's covered in cancer, he's a mercenary, he's got swords, he's got guns, he's got the best mouth in the business. That didn't come out right. The movie explains the backstory anyway. It cuts back and forth between present-day action-packed revenge and painful love story / origin story. Painful love story is in you do actually feel for him. I mean, he finds the love of his life and he's hit with the bombshell of cancer. Not in the fact that it's painful, it's like it's a chick flick that I don't want to watch. Not saying all chick flicks are bad, I'm just trying to clarify. But they're not my thing. Now, as choppy as the action is, it does a good job of breaking up the action and the backstory and the abrasive character of Deadpool. I mean, he's the kind of character who, even though he's funny and awesome and everything, he might grate on you a little too much if you spend too much time with him. But the movie's cut and edited in a perfect way that allows not only Deadpool's own narration, which I'll get to that later, but a nice pacing, a nice flow, and a nice reprieve from too much gore, too much violence, too much action. And it's so nice to have a superhero movie where the world is not at stake. Seriously, it's like all movies now have to have these massive stakes, and no, this one's just good old-fashioned revenge / rescue / comedy. Yes, it's a comedy. I mean, it's complete comedy. I don't remember the last time a movie has tickled my funny bone all the way through like that. Again, that sounds bad. A nerdy funny moment. I mean, this movie is funny, don't get me wrong, but if you do have a comic book knowledge background, or even just basic pop culture or movie cast, or even Ryan Reynolds' career, then you'll get a lot more out of it. But even then, Ryan Reynolds' delivery is just the magic. I mean, he was born to play Deadpool, and everything he says is funny, but not just what he's saying, is the way he's saying it. I mean, he's so snarky. I do think we saw a bit too much of TJ Miller's character Weasel. I mean, he was in it quite a lot, and frankly, I would have liked to have seen more of Blind Owl. Although she was funny, but she didn't really have the opportunity to be more funny. Take my strong hand, Tal. Yes, I'm making a reference to the Scary Movie too. I'm as ashamed as you are. Colossus and Negasonic Teenage Warhead. It felt like the filmmakers really did want to do right by all the characters, not just Deadpool. I mean, Colossus looked the part, he sounded Russian for once. Colossus' genuine good guy character combined with Deadpool's bad boy and even Negasonic's angst mixed in made for such a good dynamic, and it was so much fun to watch. I'd love to have seen more X-Men because in this movie they seem to do the X-Men right, but even Deadpool himself makes a joke at how the studio is too cheap to afford him. Yes, Deadpool makes these meta jokes because it's a Deadpool movie. I mean, the movie is so aware of itself and aware of what the audience wants. I can't count how many times the movie makes fun of itself, and its Marvel movie kin. My favourite joke was about Professor X, so I'm not going to spoil anything. I mean, you can't really spoil anything because it's the story is so simple and it's a comedy and you're there to enjoy it. There's no big secrets to give, such as the Deadpool action figure from the Wolverine movie. I'm so happy about that shot. Bob was in the movie. I totally forgot about Bob, and they actually did fit him in. I mean, they got everything. They put everything in the movie. It's fantastic. Yes, the movie's good and it has great action. It's a really funny movie, but the one weak point I would say would be the villains. They weren't a huge threat in the movie. I know it's a revenge movie and they don't have to be a threat. Like I said, there's no big stakes or anything. I did like Angel Dust. I thought she was neat. I enjoy seeing a more Wonder Woman-esque person, because we're not going to get a good Wonder Woman, good beefy Wonder Woman anyway. Again, one of my favorite jokes involved her and Colossus, and you know what it is if you've seen the movie. I just think because that's such a real life scenario that would happen. But Ajax, like the main antagonist, I know he's from the books and he fit just like he did in the books. He was the same character. He wasn't just a made up piece of shit. He was just there to be an antagonist. But this movie didn't need a great antagonist. It didn't need a big bad guy like a Darth Vader or a Skeletor. Because this is a Deadpool movie. It's all about Deadpool, and that's where the focus really was important. And that focus was right on. I mean, I'm so glad that in the ending fight, Deadpool kept his mask on. I'm so sick of superhero movies where at the end, like, say Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, the mask gets ripped off during the end of the fight because, you want to see the actor and everything. No, I don't want to see the actor. I want to see the character. Character of Deadpool, where's the Deadpool mask? And I'm so glad that he kept it on in the fight, so he was Deadpool the entire time. Maybe that's just me. I just like to see the superhero have the big fight at the end, not the pretty boy face underneath it. Or cancery, burny Freddy Krueger face, in this case. Now, with a character that can handle so much punishment, you need a high rating to show said punishment. That's why this movie is rated R. And it's a hard R. I mean, there are some gory bits. I mean, it's nothing huge, and you know it's all for fun and it's all CG and blah, 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 blah. But there is full frontal nudity, and some of that involves Stan Lee's cameo. I will leave that up to your imagination. And yes, ladies, you do get to see Ryan Reynolds wang, kind of. Anyway, I'm glad it got rated R, because to censor a character who's known for such flavorful dialogue, it would just ruin the freedom and the fun of the movie. And that's what this movie is, fun. This is one of the funnest and funniest movies you're gonna see. Well, until the sequel. And I'm gonna toast this movie. Not because I'm a fan of Deadpool, but because I'm a fan of fun movies. And if you want to check out more videos, click away. Cheers. The standout moment of censoring for me was in the TV broadcast of The Matrix, where they censored Keanu Reeves saying, "I'm gonna give you the finger," and they turned it into, "I'm gonna give you the flipper," and they blurred out the finger. When? When is... Why? Ow, I poked myself in the eye! Oh, I hate that movie even more now!